right, so they are on the starting line, getting ready. Getting 12 athletes on that line.
Toeing the line. And they are off. Here we go. Again, last year was won by Miss Wesley Frazier in 10:17. And here comes the drum line, Ryan. It's gonna hype up this heat. Let's see if anybody's gonna take it out hard. I believe that is Miss Wesley Frazier on the front there. There's hip 1, hip 7 there is Shanoa Souza, the Carlsbad, California native, going 1-2 as they swing by our podium here. Taking it out hard, sitting there in third place is Miss Haley Pierce, again from Tatnall. As they hug the curve of this lit track here. The lights are off, but the LED lighting is on the inside of the track. You gotta love it, Ryan.
Yeah, we'll try and get some splits here as you're going around the Dempsey. The splits will maneuver around each lap just over 300 meters, and they're coming through. And it's our last year champ, Wesley Frazier, up front.
And just as they go down the backstretch there, we see Erin Finn, hip 5 there, moving towards the front.
Great pack of athletes here. We're coming down through the quarter mile here in about 77 seconds. So that's about 10:16 for a 2 mile, a little over 10:16, under 10:20 pace. And it looks like a new leader now taking charge.
Finn.
That's Erin Finn. We talked about her earlier, taking the lead last year.
You gotta love the gumption and the tenaciousness of high school girls just getting after it. Again, there's 11 girls out on this fast Dempsey indoor track. It creates PRs like nobody's business, Ryan.
Wesley Frazier still sitting there in second place, and over her shoulder, that is Shona Souza, that is Haley Pierce, hip number 2, out of Delaware.
And just moving into that front group there, look out, it is the Foot Locker champ, Molly Seidel, getting into the mix of things.
We're going to be coming up on our 800-meter split in just a minute. That, again, 77 seconds was our first 400. 77.5. And Finn with a step on the field now. Finn, Frazier, Pierce, and then it's Katie Knight. And coming up on 800 meters, Finn takes them through in 2:33, 76 even. So she's picked up a little bit, and it's starting to string out.
Pack's starting to string out here. Erin Finn taking it hard, putting the hurt in some of these guys' legs. On the outside there, we saw Miss Haley Pierce creeping in on the outside. And behind her, again, Wesley Frazier, the return champ.
Hey, let's not forget Molly Seidel on the left side there. You see in hip number 4, the Foot Locker champ. Almost trips up a little bit. And it's 6 athletes now breaking away from the rest of the field.
I believe also in that mix is Miss Samantha Nightingale. Right on the back of that backpack there.
So this is some of the who's who of U.S. high school distance running on the women's side. And still Erin Finn, Haley Pierce up in the second, Frazier third. And you were right, that's Nightingale sitting there in 5th, just behind Katie Knight.
Ryan, look out for Miss Samantha Nightingale. Again, she's a Missouri state champion, and she enjoys eating chocolate donuts and pickles before each race.
A good little pre-race snack. So Finn still leading. Our next split will be the 1,200 meters, and here they come. 1,200 meter split in 78, so slowed down a little bit there at 3:51 through the 1,200 meters.
So getting out hard, but now starting to put the brakes on. Girls starting to think tactically where they're going to be at the end of the race and where they need to be when it counts.
This pack of 6 women are really starting to make that gap even bigger with the rest of the field. Next split we give you will be the halfway point as Erin Finn continues to lead. Haley Pierce, Wesley Frazier, Katie Knight, all still right there.
As they swing around here, that group of 6 is pushing each other, and this is shaping up to be one heck of a finish here, Ryan. They're going to cruise by the drumline cruise, and they're going to pick it up a little bit. Taylor
Minette was back there in 8th. We'll try and give you a read on some of these athletes that are in the kind of further back in this race.
I believe, and the chase pack that is hip 9, that would be Emma Abramson.
So she's leading that chase group now, but Finn still continuing to lead, as we'll be coming up on the mile in just a moment. And again, the top time in the nation right now, Alex, 5:10. We're at 5:10. That was a 78.8 for that last 400 meters, with Finn still leading away. Really not much movement here. Question is, when is someone going to go? And I guess Haley Pierce is going to answer that call.
Time to go.
Finn
Who's going to
responds.
Oh, man.
Finn says, no, not yet.
Not giving up that inside lane.
So Erin Finn wants to lead this thing, and Pierce is going to stay content sitting on her shoulder for now.
These girls have raced each other so many times, Ryan. They can feel each other out. They know when somebody's going to make a move. They're ready to surge. They're ready to answer.
The Foot Locker champ, Molly Seidel, back there in 5th place, just on the back of that pack. Wesley Frazier, your champ last year, sitting in 3rd, just right there next to Katie Knight. Haley Pierce looks like she's getting a little antsy, but Erin Finn, once again.
Another little surge. It's almost as if every straightaway Erin Finn answers with a little bit of a surge there.
So we should be coming up on our next split here in just a few seconds, with Erin Finn continuing to lead. And here they come at the 2,000 meter mark. 76.7, 6:27 on the clock. So we picked it up a little bit, almost 2-second drop in that quarter mile, and still 6 girls remain.
Starting the negative split, Ryan.
Finn, Pierce, Frazier, Seidel, Knight, and Nightingale. The same 6.
A little bit of a gap. Erin just has about 2 steps on Haley Pierce right now.
It's starting to string out, and it looks like Nightingale is starting to fade off that pack. Molly Seidel trying to be the last one to hang on. She's right there behind Wesley Frazier. Finn is doing a great job leading this race and making it honest.
Making it honest, taking it out hard. She's getting about got 3 steps on Miss Haley Pierce. Your top 5 all right there, though.
So our next split, after our next split, we'll have half a mile to go.
Seidel looking very strong on moving it a little in on the outside there. She is your Foot Locker champ. Can't count her out.
And here we go, our next split underway. 78.3, we slowed it down a little bit. We're at 7:45.
Looks like Wesley Frazier just tucked in there on the inside. She's going to sit on the rail for a little bit, go for a ride, and then make her move when it counts.
So once they pass us, we'll have 2 laps to go. Erin Finn still leading, and they're starting to break away. It's Finn, Pierce, and it looks like Molly Seidel. Wesley Frazier, the last year's champ. Will we see a kick like we saw a year ago here at the Dempsey? And they're passing the finish line.
2 laps to go, 600 meters to the win.
Erin Finn still continuing to lead.
Can she hold on?
Wesley Frazier's got to keep herself in contention if she wants that kick to mean anything today.
She's going to have to close the gap a little bit right now, Ryan. She needs to make a move.
Katie Knight, the junior from Spokane, Washington, just off the back of her in 5th place. Still in 6th, that's Samantha Nightingale. Finn continues to lead here. Pierce has been very patient, tried to make a move or 2, and Finn has responded every time. Seidel has been really just very patient, sitting in the back of the pack, and moved up as the pack has broken out. And we will have 400 meters to go in just a second.
Uh-oh, here comes a nice little move here. Haley Pierce moves on the outside. Can Erin Finn respond as they come down this straightaway? They're going to have a bell lap. Oh, move on the outside.
Here we go.
Molly Seidel swinging wide. They're 3 abreast coming into the final. Here comes the bell lap, the Foot Locker champ.
And Haley Pierce does not let Molly Seidel pass, and they are flying right now. Erin Finn in 3rd place. Wesley Frazier a distant 4th. It's Pierce, Seidel now leaving Finn in their wake.
just barreling down that backstretch here. Here comes Haley Pierce. Can she hold off the Foot Locker champion? Haley Pierce has a strong indoor season going so far.
We're less than 200 meters and the clock's at 9:49. It's Haley Pierce, Molly Seidel. Who's going to take this? The Foot Locker champ makes a move on the outside with 70 meters to go. It's Seidel. Pierce is not giving up. Molly Seidel, here she comes. She's trying to take the Brooks PR invite here in 2012. It's going to be your Foot Locker champ taking the 2-mile first final of the day. Goes to Molly Seidel. Haley Pierce there in second. Here comes Erin Finn in third. WESLEY FRAZIER, last year's champ, coming down in fourth place.
Wow, an awesome race. And never disappointed from those 5 girls.
There comes Nightingale. Katie Knight. That's your top 6. Under 10:20. We'll get our official time here in just a few moments. But wow, what a race there. What'd you think?
Wow, it's always, we knew Erin was going to take it out hard. She held it strong, and man, you got to give it to Miss Molly Seidel. Molly Seidel has hardly had any sort of an indoor season so far.
Oh, a great battle there. Finishers coming in. It looked like that was Minette and Olsen there, battling for some top 10 spots. Wow. So that was a great finish. And again, we were waiting for our official times, but definitely under 10:20.
Test.
So again, the nation's top time this year was 10:48 for the 2-mile, 10:24 for the 3,200. So all those times getting destroyed today. That was your fastest in the country in 2012. And we are going to call up the winner here in just a second.
We're going to bring Miss Molly Seidel, this year's champion, up to the podium stand for you.
We're going to call Molly up right now. Molly, come on up here. Make some room for you up here on the stage. Don't
Top
mind
squat.
our mess. Yeah. So your 2012 Brooks PR Invitational champ, Molly Seidel, you were real patient in that race. You waited a while to make your move. Was that your plan?
I think it's definitely a plan since this is my first indoor race of the season. So I think I definitely wanted to try and sit back, see how I was feeling, just kind of assess the situation before I went into it. It was such a great race. Everybody went out at a really good pace. I think it was just so much great competition. It was a lot of fun.
Now, we talked a little bit earlier, Molly. You haven't had much of an indoor season. Your last race was in Scotland at that tough race, and you kind of just getting back into racing. Did you ever second guess your fitness during that race?
I was definitely a little bit worried coming into those final laps, just wondering if I would have the kick just because I haven't raced since Edinburgh, and just trying to gotta trust the training that I put in over the winter with us skiing, the cross training, just everything I did, and kind of just, I know that, end of the race is kind of all guts, so you just have to kind of go for it.
Awesome.
Can't double guess yourself.
Now you're only a junior. A senior, sorry. And but great accomplishments this year so far. You know, Foot Locker national champ, now fastest time in the nation. Your first race indoors. Where do you want to go outdoors?
Hopefully I'll be able to keep my momentum. Just keep training hard, keep putting in the work, and hopefully I'll keep seeing the results. So we'll have to stay tuned.
Awesome.
All right, well, we'll see you next fall as a Notre Dame Fighting Irishman.
Congratulations today. Again, that's your 2012 Brooks PR Invite champ, Molly Seidel, winning that 2-mile, an exciting race, that last lap with Haley Pierce. Congrats.
All right, thanks, Molly.
So our next event on the track